Hello, everybody. Glad you could join me here. Welcome to the Advancement Center, and welcome to another new day in the new world. It's always great to be here with you, and I'm going to start by speaking a little bit more about the Advancement Center. That when I came here in 2018, it was because I was drawn here. And never did I think I would be sitting here broadcasting as I watched Simeon and Robert deliver. But the beauty for me in expressing the Advancement Center is that there's never been an agenda. And we've talked about recently it being a conscious entity all its own, but fueled with the energy of giving. Never have I felt an agenda to take. And each of us who have now been asked to speak, and that time has been quite long for some of us, but each one who has that opportunity benefits humanity, benefits themselves. Obviously, support is needed to maintain a platform to deliver, but it's never been the focus, and it never will be. It's a gift. And if you feel like you have been supported, then you will give the gift that you can give, however, to whomever, whenever. I always smile when I hear the thought of someone finding the cure for cancer, and then they say, "Oh, that'll be $29.99." And I would think, how can you charge? And the logic is, we spent billions of dollars developing this, and I immediately feel like, oh, it's a business. It's the business of medicine. It's the business of life. And we, and whoever, wherever, has something that can free a person, it's given freely. It's not $29.99. To allow someone freedom from their thoughts, to give that gift, to allow someone to see that they have the cure for cancer inside themselves, that they have the cure for anything that ails them inside themselves, is priceless. because it won't just cure that one thing. It'll cure everything. And they'll move forward and they'll give it away, not charging $29.99. And there are a lot of people speaking on many different platforms about healing and helping others and setting others free. But you can feel the agenda. It's a vibration that even though you may be able to hide with the desire to help another, the vibration oozes out with fine print. Sign up for my 10-week class after I set you free. It's a vibration that everyone can feel. But in the desperation of being healed, of being set free, of living in the forgetfulness of who you are, we reach out and cling and accept the fine print. When maybe 24 hours later, the magic will show up. So this advancement center, that's not a physical entity, but it exists in this physical dimension, is changing and growing. And for a time, we did one thing. And now, this time, we're doing something different. And it's opening up the channels and the flow. And some of that had to do with us changing and growing. But there'll be many people who will see this broadcast who hadn't seen it before in the past, even though it's delivered into the field as a vibration that moves like a wave on the ocean through everything and everyone. But this time now, people will experience it in this physical dimension, and they will be impacted, and they will share a vibration. My vibration, someone else's vibration that transmits from here or from wherever, a vibration of love, of caring, of truth, of freedom, a vibration that has no need, that speaks freely to enhance and uplift without recompense, without a need for thank you or acknowledgement. that vibration oozes out, and there is no fine print. It is clear, strong, nothing hidden, transparent, without personal gain. And each one of us continues to change and grow as we move to where we're moved. I teach kids and adults tennis, and from week to week, kids grow inches, and I'm amazed. I forget how quickly they grow while they sleep at night, and they show up, and I'm like, "You're taller," and that's true for all of us. While we sleep, while we're awake, the growth may not be physical. Once you reach that point, but the growth in wisdom and maturity and honor and humility and love and selflessness grows with every new day. And so to the Advancement Center, that conscious being grows and says, turn left, turn right, just as we're directed. And the magic is everywhere. And most of the time I talk about pulling back and seeing everything from away from the glass window, pulling back to feel the hugeness of you and feel the expanse of who we are, where we come from, what we can see. But today I'm speaking about details, and the details of a 24-hour day that start when you open your eyes, and the magic that shows up every minute for 24 hours. And it's in the detail. We don't notice because we're seeing the bigger picture and we're living our lives. But the detail slows you down for a second, and you see things that are happening that are pure magic. I was driving into work today, and we drive in our own lane, in our own speed, and we find space, and we drift away as we drive. But you get signals all the time of what needs to happen. And all of a sudden, I just look up in my rearview mirror, and there's a car coming up at 90 miles an hour. And there's a car next to me in the fast lane that should be in the slow lane. And I see the car, and I speed up because he's determined, or she, to go around that car. And I speed a little up, and I move a little to the right, not getting off the road, but enough. And sure enough, he darts in between both of us at 90 miles an hour almost. And I have no reaction because I was given the signal. And it's almost like I can look at it without the attachment of who he is or she and what was wrong with them, and see the magic. And the woman drove past me, finally passed, never looked over, never maybe even realizing what just happened. But it didn't matter. In the detail was me looking up in my rearview mirror. And then the magic, which is always here, always supporting, always pouring itself out, did what it does. And that's every minute of every hour. If you slow down and sense the detail of the magic. My phone broke. I had to replace it. And I walked into the AT&T store, and I could feel they were waiting for someone to come in. You know, and you get that feeling when you walk in the store and you're kind of like, I don't know that I want to go in there because it feels like piranhas waiting. And so I walk in, and right away, 2 feet in the door, can I help you? And I'm like, yeah, I need to transfer this information from this phone to this phone. I had a second phone. And he said, sure, I can help you. And we walk over to his table, desk, and he starts helping me. Very nice guy. And then all of a sudden he goes, oh shit. And I didn't know what was happening. And what was happening was a new customer walked in. The next person came up and took her. And they came in and said, oh yeah, I'm interested in buying a phone. And he didn't even probably know that he was sharing that with me. And I said, oh, you were, I said something like you were looking for a different customer, not in a negative way. And he said, yeah, sales, commissions, it's been a slow month. It's so hard. And I just acknowledged him, and he was never not helping me, but you could feel his worry about money. And he finished helping me, and I just said, don't worry, trust the magic. And he said, okay, I will. He said, I do. And I said, okay. And I left the store, and I just said, I sent the magic to him. I didn't really need to, but I did anyway. But I realized in that moment that the real currency is magic. Money is not the currency. It's magic. So I wanted to tell everybody today that stop looking for money. Magic is the currency. Money is just the outflow of magic. Food is the outflow of magic. Healing is the outflow of magic. You go to work, get paid in magic. It'll surpass any thought you have about how much is coming in. Look for the magic. It's happening everywhere, always, every minute, 24 hours a day, directing you guiding you, supporting you. And people think there's a winner and a loser, but they're both the same. They both have been given a gift. And you could have two athletes and one wins and one loses. And the winner falls into a free fall of some emotional problem because of winning. They end up on drugs, or they end up, but we say they're the winner. They could be the loser. And the loser is happy. And maybe they're the winner. They're all circumstances and opportunities for magic. There are no winners and there are no losers. They're just opportunities for magic through a different circumstance. So open your paycheck and count the magic. Look at your body and count the magic. Look at the food in your refrigerator and count the magic. And watch for it to grow. Or watch for it to teach you, to show you something that allows you to grow into something greater than your greatest fear, greater than your greatest concern, worry, so that you could stand in front of a mountain, in front of 1 million people, and say, you have magic, you are free, don't worry, just wait, and the magic will come. There's no substitute for it. Nothing that you put ahead of it will sustain you. It will only disappoint you because you'll need more money, more health. And the fine print will pull you in, because those needs are desperation. And that's when the salesman gets us. The thread. It's soon going to become more and more clear who we are and what we have brought to humanity. The bright color of the thread that has run through your life and lifetimes is now revealing itself. This revealing is leaving you with a great feeling of confirmation, accomplishment, and connection. These awarenesses are giving you tremendous peace, stability, and security. Being in the new energy of this new world is somehow allowing you to see yourself in a vacuum. It's like a constant out-of-body experience where you are looking at yourself from somewhere outside yourself. So when someone speaks to you, you feel as though you're watching this conversation without any attachment to the human physical you. Obviously, this is a little difficult to explain, so I will try and keep the focus on the feeling, because even if I could explain the details, they would not be the same as yours. This is a feeling that is like walking through a crowd of people that have on winter coats and boots and hats, and you have on a swimming suit. Your awareness of yourself is so heightened that nothing is able to attach to you, and you are unaffected by life's challenges. As a child, you felt this essence in you that is now being confirmed, but there were no words to describe what you were seeing about yourself. Most of us feel like everyone does the same thing as we do because you have no reference that allows you to see yourself as being and doing anything any differently than anyone else. Family members and friends will see you and say, he's going to be a scientist or she's going to be an athlete. They are picking up the thread of your unique gifts, but they may not be able to see that the expression of your gift is not limited to one profession. For your gifts and abilities are multi-purposed. Sometimes the profession is just chosen because it is the perfect vehicle for the delivery of what you came to deliver. This awareness of who you are is vital for the next step of our journey into the new world. Your thoughts and sensitivities are becoming streamlined, and like a knife, your gifts are being sharpened into a perfect edge. They are able to cut through anything with a precision that is full of a tremendous knowing, gentleness, and clarity that are your true nature. We are being readied to do what we came to do, being readied to be what we came to be. And as this thread expands our awareness to the many lifetimes and incarnations, both here and in the outer reaches of the universe, we will begin to experience the stripping down to our base essence that we brought from our origin. And we will begin to see from a different perspective the true magnitude of who we are. Now feel your vibration and feel your essence as it takes you far beyond this current incarnation of you. Now smile the smile of one who knows and sees the light that has always appeared along your path. It is that very same light that is now showing you the thread that has run through your existence since before there was time. A beautiful thread that connects you to your home and the incredible, magnificent being that you have always been, but forgot along the way. Grab onto the thread when it is shown to you, and I tell you that your life will never be the same, for you will receive the thing you've always wanted, the answers to the mystery of creation itself. Thank you, everyone. Magic is the new currency. And with that, I wish you a perfect life, perfect health, and a magic future. Thank you.